everybody. It is Sunday afternoon, and that what that means. It's time for selling past your expiration date, being thrifty or 50. I'm Jay.
I'm Peg. Hi, gang. Here from snowy Ohio.
Snow.
4 inches this morning.
Is it still on the ground?
Oh yeah. Here, wait a minute.
Let's give a preview.
All right, let me see if I can get you looking out my window. Can everybody see the snow? I mean, it's thick, guys.
Yeah, it won't really focus in, but realize it won't focus in because there's so much white on the ground.
Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, I had to go out and shovel this morning. I almost put all the shovels away, but I kept one, and Mom had to go out and shovel. I said, "Oh, for God's sake!" Just and cold and snowy, and
Why does anyone live there?
I don't know. And come on, March 31st. A couple of my girlfriends texted me and they said, "I thought April Fool's Day was tomorrow."
Yeah. And Northeast Ohio, April Fool on you. That's for dang sure.
No kidding. But we did have a good morning. Took the grandkids to get pancakes. That's a big thing here in Geauga County, to do pancakes this time of year with maple syrup. And then we went for maple stirs, which is where they boil the maple syrup till it gets real hot, and you stir and stir and stir and stir, and it turns into candy. And that's always a fun thing to do. You remember those, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And the Maple Festival is not too far away, a few more weeks.
It'll snow again because that's what happens when it's the Maple Festival.
I know. Pathetic.
All right. So Debbie says you're echoing. So let's ask the chat. Is anyone else hearing Mom echo, or is that just Debbie? Because I have no idea where my headphones are right now. Okay.
Well, I have some here.
My office changeover is coming along nicely, but my desk is a hot mess right this moment. So
oops. Well, you'll get there.
Working on it. But the shelving's coming in, the product's coming in. All
right, some say yes, some say no.
Wow, that's crazy that some hear it and some don't. That just makes zero sense.
I know.
All right, so if you got headphones, Mom, pop them on, because like I said, I have no clue where mine are.
All right, honey.
I'll look.
These things. Well, I'll put them on.
Oh my God, I've been telling you to buy different pairs for 2 years. 2 years.
You're right.
2 years. Hey, look, I just dug this out today.
All right. What? Let me see.
My bang head here.
Oh, well, you didn't.
How many times in 2 years have you been at a Ross, a TJ Maxx, or a Marshalls? Because they all have
plenty. I know. And you say get the kind that goes over the ear?
You got it.
All right. I guess I better do it. Okay. I'm going to unplug. So hold on. Let me get this one.
Debbie, I would send her a pair, but when you put on headphones that go over the ear, you kind of got to try them because not everything fits the same way. So those are one of those things where you kind of got to put them on, so you can't just send a pair.
Right. Okay. They're in for the moment. Right, here we go. How's that? Is the echoing better, everybody? I hope. Because I don't.
Like you said, you might be able to find a good pair on eBay. I don't know. She's just spitballing. Just throwing it out there.
Thanks, Beck.
And she doesn't need an expensive one. She needs like $9.99 ones without a microphone. They're really cheap.
Oh, well, what can I say?
All right,
they say it's better, but I can hear it
really
now. Yes, I can. And that's strange. I can hear my
refresh. Just come out, leave the show, then come back in. We'll see what that does.
All right. You talk, and Mom will do that. Okay.
Yep, so leave the show.
Bye. Okay. Bye.
You're still here.
Oh, oops! Did I do the wrong thing? Hold on.
Yeah, you haven't left it. You haven't left the show yet.
Well,
close. There we go. Now it'd be a funny April Fool's joke if I just ended the show right now. That would be hilarious. She'd keep coming, try to come back in. I'm like, nope, show's over. Yes, I have a cold. Ugh, my second cold of the winter. Ay. Sick of having a cold, especially when you're in the middle of trying to move.
All right, how's that sound now?
So I said, would be a great April Fool's joke if I just ended the show the second you left. And then you keep trying to get in, I'd be like, I don't know, Mom, I'm still here waiting for you.
I like it. How do we sound to everybody else? That's the most important thing. So,
Thursday night show went fine without any issues, and I didn't have any headphones.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. All right, so here's what we're talking about today. We're talking about Terapeak, because here's what and the reason we're talking about it today it is shocking me. Now, obviously the Thrifting Board is my group. And if you've not joined, there is a link right down below here to join. But I'm in other groups just to keep a pulse on what's happening. And a little bit in my group and a lot in other groups, I am shocked how many people don't realize they now have Terapeak. I'm going to put for free in quotes because now it's part of your store subscription, but it's the store subscription you're already paying for. So if you have the starter store, you don't get it. But if you got basic on up, you do. And a couple times I've helped people in the Thrifting Board this weekend who there's like, I can't find anything on eBay. I'm like, have you checked Terapeak? And they're like, what? I'm like, do you have a store? Yes. Okay, you have Terapeak now. Yep. And I'm just shocked. And so the other day I was in a different group, and I usually don't comment too often. And I had a comment on this one, and they were complaining about not knowing about the changes. And I'm like, do you ever read the emails that eBay sends you? Nope. I just delete them. Even the ones that say seller update, and they're like, yep. And I'm like, okay, then you have no right to complain. You have no right to complain. Why in the world wouldn't you read emails from your business partner, i.e. eBay, especially the one that says seller update? I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked. So I am shocked that people haven't started using Terapeak yet, because I've been using Terapeak for years. It's a great tool to have, because what Terapeak gives you is 365 days of data. So everything from yesterday and back 365 days that is sold on eBay. So if you've got that thing that is somewhat rare, but not super rare, and so this way you can see how it's sold over the last 365 days. So you can kind of base if you should list it, and if you're listing it, what you should list it for. Right. And you can see if it's auction or buy it now. So that's the joys of Terapeak.
All right, Debbie says she can't hear Jason now.
Well, she says back, so I'm gonna guess that was something on her end.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, but no one else said that. All right, so let's look at Terapeak, and I got some examples of products that aren't all that common, and so sometimes, because eBay. So here's what happens. So if you're unaware, if you're somewhat new to eBay back 24 years ago, 5, whatever we're at now, servers were a lot bigger in size, but held less and cost a lot. Yeah. And so they decided to wipe the platform every 90 days. And of course, nowadays, they really don't need to do that, but that's the way it's been set up forever, and they haven't changed it. So Terapeak came along, I don't know how many years ago, and said, all right, we can give the eBay lets third-party programs use their data. And so Terapeak started capturing the data for 365 days, and it was a subscription-based service. So you paid for the subscription. Well, last year, eBay bought them and incorporated them, and I just figured they'd be giving it to us, because it's so funny that eBay had to buy company to get their own data back. That just seems very comical. So now we all have WorthPoint as part of our subscription. Now, if you don't have a store, you can get WorthPoint. If you say, I'll get it for a whole year, it's $12 a month. If you want to go month by month, it's $20 a month. But even at $12 a month, you might as well get the basic store if you don't have a store yet.
Right. I mean, you can't beat that.
So think about this. Now you get your shipping supply coupon. You get the store features that you don't have when you don't have a store, and now you get Terapeak. I mean, it'd be, unless you're selling like 2 things a month, it'd be ridiculous not to have the basic store at this point, especially with the Terapeak.
I know. Poor Jason's a little under the weather today.
I think I've been corrected twice. I said WorthPoint. Terapeak.
Yeah,
We're not talking about WorthPoint today. Terapeak. Okay. So all you got to do is go to Terapeak.com if you've not done it yet, and it'll ask you to sign in with your eBay. Do we have permission to go through eBay? Blah, 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 blah. Of course, you say yes. And then once you have, you're all good. So just from a...
Yeah, I mean, it's very easy. Mom did it with no problem whatsoever.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
I was actually going to walk her through it today, and she's like, "Nope, I already did it."
Yep. So it's very simple. Just follow the prompts, guys.
All right, so there it is. I just clicked log in, and there it is. And as you can see, it shows from March 29th, 2018 to March 29th, 2019. All right. So the first thing I want to look up is, let me get it out of the shiny. Yep. Sorry. Didn't even think about it. It's in shiny cellophane right now.
Whoops.
Yeah. It'll be much easier to see outside the cellophane. All right. So if you know the artist Kid Rock, he had 2 albums in the middle of his career that were kind of self-released. Long out of print, impossible to find, except I have found one.
Nice.
So this is called the polyfuse method. And so, for instance, if we go to eBay right now and we type up Kid Rock polyfuse method CD.
No.
All right. So there's some of our options. $149.99 best offer. This person actually they screwed up. So as you can see, that says the polyfuse method revisited. That's a different version of this album, and nowhere in their title do they say revisited. So here's a little bonus tip: make sure to pay attention to what your product says,
Right?
because this and what he's selling are different records. So make sure to pay attention. All right, so let's look at solds in the last 90 days, and man, see they didn't write revisited.
Yep.
All right, so we have something less than 80 and something for 71. Okay, cool. So that shows us 2 things, March 2nd and March 24th, and then the different version, March 11th. Now, if we go over to Terapeak, we have a full year, so we're going to go polyfuse method, Kid Rock CD. And now there's been 20 sellers. There's been 23 of these CDs sold. The average sale price is $142. Over 23 items sold. So those dingalings who just sold it for like $70, they're shooting way too low. They're not using their Terapeak to see what the going rate is. Now, their nice thing is it shows when you enter any product, it shows the percentage of eBay sellers that give free shipping on this product. So of the 20 sellers who sold this CD, 39% of them gave free shipping. And for those that charge for shipping, they charge an average of $5.56.
I mean, the information is so good there. I mean, how could you not want that? You know?
Yeah. So that shows all the solds here. 119, 175, 300. Now that one was new and sealed. So if you want to get more specific, as you see, there's advanced filters right here. So you click on this, and we want to do used or pre-owned, and then apply. So that'll take our average down to 127 because that sealed one was $300, and we don't want to. That really, when you sell anything on eBay, anything on Amazon, if you're looking at data, you got to make sure you're comparing apples to apples. Comparing a new one to this used one isn't going to do you any good. All right. So as you can see, our average is about 127. So the last 2 that sold still shot too low. So you want to hold out for the average.
Yep.
So here, 119, 100, 102. Ooh, see this one, mint flawless. Look now, 15 auction. $256. Here's one that sold for $251.68. So, when people say it's all over the map, it truly is all over the map. But what I would recommend is never go below the average.
No kidding.
If you can get the 250, cool. But you should, if the average is 127, you shouldn't be selling it for $70. You should not. You are shooting yourself in the foot by $50. Okay. Does that make sense? I hope. All right. So the next thing is I picked up this Backstreet's Back. All right. Starting to work on my cassette webinar. So Backstreet Boys Millennium. So let's look that up. And you're going to see a lot more than the Kid Rock CD. Backstreet Boys Millennium cassette. And obviously make sure you're putting cassette because you'll get in everything else.
Right.
All right, so there are 29 sold. The average price is $9.45, and the average shipping fee is $3.35, and the percentage that gave away free shipping is only 17%. So I see $6.49 of $4. That 17 is now. Make sure to pay attention. That 17 is a lot of 3. Millennium happens to be one of them, so you want to just kind of forget that one. $2.99, $7, $2.65. All right. So what I'm seeing is about $5 is going to be the going price for this. So I know this is not a winner by itself, but it would do good in a boy band cassette lot.
Yep.
Okay, but now I'm seeing the whole year. It shows there were 6 fixed prices, 20 at store fixed price, 3 at auction. Now you can also go specific. And here, let me show you this. You also can go to a specific eBay markets. All right, Linda Ronstadt. This is actual vinyl you're seeing here. If you've never seen a vinyl picture disc, this is the actual record right here. Living in the USA is the name of the title. And so I'm going to look that up. Living in the USA picture disc, LP. All right, so there are 23 sellers, 24 items sold, an average sale price of $11.85. Not a real big winner, but mine is new, so let's uncheck the used and check just the new. We're going to click apply, and now of the new, there are 7 sold by 7 different sellers, and the average sale price is $14.85, with the average shipping fee being $4.70. So, how in the world this Beatles one popped up in here?
Yeah,
that's got to be a glitch. So let's ignore that for a minute. So $7.49, $11.50, $20, $15, $14.99, $10. Yeah, it's like an $11 thing, LP. But right here, we can switch from eBay.com to, let's say, ebay.ca, which is Canada, because some products, okay, so there was none sold in Canada. Some products do sell better directly on other eBays.
Now go back to that again. How did you get that drop down?
It's right here, right underneath the date.
Under the date. Okay. Yep. All right. Just want to make sure.
And that Beatles thing pops up again. That's so weird.
Yeah, look at that.
Now that's a crazy little glitch that I have no explanation for. Yeah, Linda said she had hers ready to go. Yeah, that LP, there's so many of them, it's not worth it. Now, Heather's asking what's the difference between Terapeak and WorthPoint. WorthPoint only has collectibles and antique. Terapeak is every single thing sold on eBay, everything. So if you're into more commodity type stuff, so let's say Hanes 2XLT undershirts, and search. Oops, I'm in AU. Let's go back to .com. All right, so there we are. So if you were selling Hanes undershirts, packs of them, you won't find that in WorthPoint. WorthPoint is only collectibles and antiques. But as I said, Terapeak is everything. Everything. Okay, so the next item I got to look up is, this is 3 dots in a dash, sea urchin tiki mug, and it is blue.
Ooh, nice.
So let's pop back over to Terapeak. Sea urchin and blue. Well, so let's just go sea urchin tiki mug first.
See what happens, huh?
Yep. And let's uncheck that. So we'll click apply. And
you said Terapeak in your title there.
Oh, I'm in 3 dots. Thanks.
That's okay.
Yeah, all this cold messing with my brain.
Yeah.
All right. So in the last year, there's been 21 sold for an average of $84. So let's now get it narrowed down to blue. Now the problem is this is blue. There's one that's kind of more like a seafoam green. And so people use blue in that title too. So the only blue one sold in the last year, the actual blue I have, sold for $99.
Nice.
This number 1, number 3, and number 4 are all like the teal color.
Right, I have that.
Yeah, so if I go right here to eBay right now and put in 3 dots, urchin, blue, tiki mug, there's one that just sold for a little under $100, and one active with the pink one. So see, this is that other one. The people are calling blue green. It's really green.
Yeah.
So if I was to list that right now, I'd be the only one selling the blue all by itself.
Nice.
And I can see from Terapeak that only one blue's been sold. And so the blue is not easy to come by. So I'm actually going to put a premium on it. All right. So I think, last but not least, as I've been cleaning my desk, I find some cool stuff. So it's 5 years ago now. Funny enough, I had a cold too then. Stacy and I won tickets to Howard Stern's birthday bash at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City.
I remember that.
And we were super sick, and we went anyway because when do you get a chance to do that? And so they gave away some swag. So this was a little earpiece by Audible that you can hear the whole broadcast from your seat. And so I have the earpieces and I have the tickets. And so let's look those up on both eBay and Terapeak.
They're saying, some of them are saying that the Terapeak paper is blurry. It's not blurry to Mom, so I don't know, honey.
Yeah, I don't know. Make sure your settings are right.
Yeah, I mean, it's light and it's a little hard to see, but it's not blurry for me.
I can make it a little bigger.
Okay.
Oops. There we go.
Yeah, that's good.
So Howard Stern birthday bash ticket. Let's see what we got here. No, I made it too big. I can't even find my search button. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so no tickets have been sold in the last year, but let's try this little radio thing here. And there we go. One has been sold September 30th, 2018 for $30. So now if I go to eBay right now and I put in Howard Stern birthday bash ticket and go to solds, nothing. So the fact I got the ticket here, I'm excited because no one sold any recently, and the radio is going for 30. So what I'll probably do is sell a ticket with the little radio and put it up for like $60 or $70 or something. You're
gonna sell it, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got too much stuff. All right. So there is no mobile app. Well, there was a Terapeak mobile app, but I'm not sure what's happening with that. So Brenda asked that, and I said, I'm not sure. So I don't know where we're going forward with that. Plus, this is still brand new to eBay giving it to us. So I'm not 100% sure yet. Now, Mom found a sign at a garage sale this week. You got that handy?
I was going to show that in the hall, but it's going to take a while to get it set up. So,
all right. Hold that. All right,
I mean, I could do it if you want me to.
That. You got that trash can handy?
I do.
All right. So Mom found this trash can, and let's go over to Terapeak and look it up because it's not all that common. So, Terapeak. So it was Wolf.
Wolf, WOLFF, Tollware. Trash can, wastebasket, whichever one you want to try.
Okay, so there's the exact one Mom sold. Now, this is a clickable link, but if it's been wiped from eBay's database, the clickable link won't do anything. Oh, hey, but this one worked. Now, you got yours there?
I do, right here.
Yeah, so that's essentially the same thing, except for that one's like a cream and yours is like a yellow.
Yeah, yellow,
But you can see that way back in May 10th, which you couldn't have seen just by going on eBay, it sold for $39.95.
Right. So
you got a working idea that this is a $40
deal. Yeah. That's nice. I like that.
All right. Anyone in the chat have anything they want me to look up that hasn't used Terapeak yet? And I'll be happy to look something up for you. Being sick blows.
I know.
That's when you're trying to move.
Oh yeah, that makes it worse.
It's just like, ugh. Yeah. So yesterday I took 2 naps. I love a good 20-minute nap. When I take 2 in a day, that means I'm really down for the count.
Yeah. You know what we could do that might help a little bit too when we get to Mom's haul section. Keep Terapeak handy. Okay. And, yeah, we'll go back and forth. How's that sound?
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So let's, all right.
No,
So
and
I
no
will
more
leave.
questions, I don't think.
No, I think we're caught up. All right.
Okay.
So
All
I'll leave that
right.
open.
Okay.
All right. So this week we're going to do That's My Mama first because I decided to go with the exact kind of polar opposite for mine. All right. So because it's coming up on their anniversary, Mom sent me this one this week for That's My Mama.
Yeah, so we're not doing a show next week because Jace will be out of town. So I was going to have this for next Sunday, but on Monday, April 8th is Regan and my anniversary, and we will be married 55 years this year. So I can't believe it seems like we just did the 50th, honey. They go by so fast, and so I thought I'd pull that up for you guys. So that was back in April of 1964. So some pretty young kids there. And actually my hair is a dark red there. And Jason, that's when mommy finally switched over to red.
You
And
didn't have your big fake hair?
yeah, no, that is real. In that picture, it's all moms. No pieces. But I did dig this out, and I don't think I see Annette Rostetter in the chat. But in the past, mom has always brought out the famous peignoir that mom has. So I had
Hold on.
okay, the nightgown and the robe that went over it, and I have saved it, so it is now 55 years old. Geez, I should wear it tomorrow for April Fool's Day for Dad. and shock him.
Nice.
So we're going away next weekend as well. We're going to Maryland to go get our blue crabs. So we're looking forward to that.
All right, look again at this nice, all-American couple, their anniversary. And then let's switch gears.
Oh, no.
For Mama's Boy, and look what that lovely duo produced. Are you ready?
I'm afraid. Those were the days when I don't think I was that proud.
There's your son, Mama.
Is that one of the clown things you did?
Yes, that was from when I was an evil clown on the Queen Mary for a Halloween season. So I saw how sweet and adorable your picture was. And as we were cleaning today, I saw this. And, every day I worked the whole month of October as an evil clown in the Haunted Mansion on the Queen Mary down in Long Beach. And every day we had professional Hollywood makeup artists. And I got to change my makeup every day. And being bald, we really could experiment and do all kinds of fun stuff. So this was the day that as I left the makeup room, the rest of the monsters who were just chilling out, waiting to start the night, that's when they went, something's wrong with that guy. This is the day I scared the rest of the monsters because what you can't tell in this picture is we outlined my eyes, my mouth, and the pentagram in glow in the dark because one half of the room I worked in was black light. So in that half of the room, you would only see my eyes, my mouth, and the pentagram. And the other side was strobe. And so you would see this every other second. So
right.
Yeah.
A lot of congratulations in the chat. Thank you, everybody. That's so nice of you. And just another little side note, Dad and I have actually been together for 65 years.
Yay.
We met when I was 11, he was 12, and the rest is history, as they say.
Jenny says the spawn of Satan. So basically you gave birth to the spawn of Satan. Good
job. No. He's still my heart, not the steak.
All right. Couple little housekeeping things. First up, give us a thumbs up if you're watching the show and you're enjoying it and you're learning all about Terapeak. And if you're going to be in Portland next week, I'm going to be up there for a Tiki event. And so while I'm up there for a Tiki event, I thought, hey, what the heck? I will throw a thrifting class. Now, it was going to be 2 days due to flight issues. It's only 1 day. So it's April 6th, which is in the thrift store day. There is a link down below, or just message me and I'll give you all the details. So we are going to spend about 4.5 hours in the thrift store. And we're going to go section by section. And I'm going to have a couple helpers with me, my wife, Stacy, and our good friend, Stephanie. So you basically get 3 instructors for the price of one, April 6th. Nice. Come on out and take a class with me and my co-instructors. And then for those of you coming to eBay Open, here are our event schedule. Because I'm insane and I throw a lot of events in coordination with the eBay Open. So my events start on Sunday night. For those of you who come in super duper early, it's an ass juice party at the Double Down Saloon. Now, if you've not had ass juice, you might think, ugh. But I'll put Mom on the screen. Mom thinks it's yummy.
Thumbs up.
Yeah,
it goes down so smooth, just like silk, very good. I love it.
And then those of you in the Secret Beach, we're having the Secret Beach Bash on Monday where we take over a bar, have a full luau, and band. And then Tuesday night, we're at Frankie's Tiki Room where anyone can come. It's a tiki party, so wear your best Hawaiian shirt or muumuu. And then on Friday, we have my big thrift class on steroids, part 3, where it's myself and 9 other instructors. You get about 5 hours in a thrift store, and we break it up into classroom time, thrift store time, and bins time. Especially when we're in the thrift store, you've got 10 instructors. So Joy will be up here to work on jeans, and Debbie will be here to work with you in the books, and I'll be in the media section like CDs and stuff. And Mom will be in like the women's clothes and purses and stuff. So we're going to have all kinds of bonus instructors. So that's a fun class, and I'll have the signups for all that stuff very, very soon. Now, I've started a new page called Jason's Tiki Adventure. Just find it on Facebook, head over there and like it. And what I've been doing recently is doing Tiki mug unboxings. Like the big thing for kids is toy unboxings. And I decided to do Tiki mug unboxings. And I was only going to do it really for the Tiki world, but I thought, duh, part of me unboxing a Tiki mug is to talk about the good and the bad of the shipping a breakable to me. And they've all been pretty good so far. I've not yet, once I've started making these videos, received a broken one. But I've caught a couple of my friends who are mug producers shipping the wrong way. They were overpaying for shipping. My one friend was paying $3 extra a box. They didn't have to. $3. And when you're selling thousands of mugs a year, that $3 a box adds up.
You bet.
So come on over. And also, for those of you who like to learn about Tiki, keep your eyes peeled. The mugs I'm getting are all very cool mugs, and mugs that if you found in the wild would be good items to flip. Speaking of flipping, I teach CDs, and oh man, I loved seeing the successes from everyone who has taken the CD course. Even Mom sold some CDs recently. So if you've not taken the course yet, head over to www.flippincds.com and download that course. It's 2.5 hours of data that will blow your mind on everything about flipping CDs from both stores and record stores.
So worth it. I mean, because of that, Mommy's got a goodie today.
Oh, good. And then last but not least, not this week because no shows this week, but next week, it's going to be a really cool show. Craig Dawson, our good buddy from our neighbor to the north, Canada, he's been on the show before, but he has discovered a new auction site to use called Max Sold. Now, it is not just a Canadian site. I think it started out there, but is now in parts of the United States, and it's working its way across the United States. And he has done really, really well with it. So we're going to talk about Max Sold and how he uses it as another way to make money. Cool.
Oh, look, Heidi said she's watched it 3 times, Jason.
Awesome.
You're at your webinar. Yeah, very good. In fact, I need to go back and rewatch. It's a good idea.
Heck yeah. All right. There you go.
Okay. All right. Time for scores, everybody. We had an exceptional month for Mom and Dad this month. We really have sold some very nice pieces. I showed this on a haul back a while ago. We found it last summer at a garage sale. This is a Callaway Big Bertha golf bag. It was in gorgeous condition. In fact, we even called Vegas, Jason, to get information on it. Your dad called. And we bought this for $12, you guys, but we did take a best offer of $100. Dad said, go ahead and sell it. And the shipping on it was $59. Now, the gentleman said he couldn't pay me for 2 weeks. He was in the Marines, and he only gets paid at the end of the month, supposedly. So I said, okay, fine. So I waited and waited. And he sent me a note a couple of days ago and said, my payment will be there on Friday. And it was here on Friday. Then I find out his mailing address is in Ohio. So consequently, I knew the $59 was going to be way too much money. I always put that in because so much of our merchandise goes to California. So Mommy bases on that. So by the time we figured it out, I refunded him $18 and sent him a nice little note. And he was so appreciative. So, you guys, you got to do that. I mean, it's nice to keep a few extra dollars on your shipping, which I know most of us do. But this was so far out of line that, I really felt I owed him a refund, and he couldn't have been happier, that I sent him the refund on that. So that was good all the way around. Happy customer. Okay, and we're going to talk Christmas next, I think, right? Yep, there they are. There's those buyers carolers. This is the 2 Amish people that I had up. Those were Mom's personal collection. And I got the full asking price of $99.99. I just love when those sales come in and they just buy it, It just makes me happy, and I just can ship immediately. And we usually ship the buyer's carolers in shoe boxes. They fit really, really well, you guys. So if those of you who do sell buyer's carolers out there, don't forget the main thing on buyer's carolers is the green base, and on the bottom you will see their sticker. So make sure you look for that, because I have a lot of people send me, me pictures from time to time. Are these buyers? And if they don't have those finer points, they are not. Remember, Dad bought a whole slew of hockey sticks, and we have sold right now. We've sold all but 2, Jason. I'm just going to feature this one. Was a left-handed hockey stick, so we put a dollar price on it, even though they were less than $1. But we sold it for the full asking price of $19. Do you want to show the picture now, honey, on the shipping or not? Is that possible? Yeah. So Dad, no, well, there we go. So there's that. This was we sold 4 hockey sticks in that picture. There was 4 that you can see, the 4 small ones that were together. And then Dad was just showing how he reinforced the what do you call the bottom of it? I don't even know what you call a hockey stick.
Yeah, I don't know, the head.
Yeah, the head, whatever.
The flipper.
So, yeah. So basically, you can see we just pretty much shrink wrapped them and wrap some tape around it and reinforce the foot, and away they went. So there you go. Okay, now the reason I'm showing the next one, Jason, on the Boyd's Bears, if you have that, honey. Okay, that's all right. We'll get there. Okay. We bought these for $3, and I did sell them for $30 on best offer, but I've had these forever. So my recommendation is, I don't think Boyd's Bears are what they used to be. So I don't know if I would be picking them up. Do your research, if you do find some that are on the cheap side, because I've had these probably over 2 years, Jace, and finally someone made me an offer and I jumped at the $30. So,
yay!
Oh, yeah, exactly, honey. Exactly. And this this was Mom's boo-boo. I didn't mean to put this on sale, but it got caught in the sale department.
Bummer.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I'm showing it, because when you do your sale items, I thought I had taken everything off that I didn't want on the sale. I did pay $20 for it, so I still made some money, selling it for the $60, but I had it up for double that. So I'm a little hurt on that one, because I think I would have gotten more money out of it. But I still made money, but I'm sure I left some money on the table. Yeah, this is a vintage pink quilted glove box that I showed not too long ago that I bought for $1 at a garage sale and sold it for the full asking price of $19.99. Those always sell, you guys. If you see those and they're cheap, pick those up. I've had no problem with that. This I think I just showed. Remember I said Betty Crocker cookbook sale. Yeah. They do, honey. I mean, mine went off. It went out immediately. But I did pay $5 for it. But I got my $20. So but immediately. I mean, you can't hate that when you sell something within a day or two of listing it. So always look for the Betty Crocker ones. Have been the best sellers for Mom. Okay, this your dad picked up. He was fascinated with it. It's a 22-inch wooden oak aggravation game board. We had a number of offers that were just low, and I said, let's just wait, because we saw that these were selling for pretty decent money. We did pay $5 for it, but we sold it for the full asking price finally of $34.99. So that went well. Remember playing aggravation, honey?
I do not.
Oh, don't you? Oh, see, Dad and I played a lot when we were younger. Maybe you guys that was passé by the time you kids came around. Yeah. This is just a nice vintage Hawaiian dress that I did pay $5 for. And
what? $5?
I did pay $5. Yes, I'm starting to spend more money. We'll see. Got to spend money to make it, right, honey? And I did get the full asking price of the $39.99. So that was good. That was good. And then I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, okay. You got that. This was a birthday gift to me quite a number of years ago. This was the Elvis Presley box set of his gold records. And I said, it's just been sitting in the closet. And, it went on sale. It was one of those that went on sale. And it got the full price of the $100 on the 50% off. And out the door they went. So, that was kind of sweet for Mom.
Oh.
Yeah. Now the next item, I am so excited that these finally sold. I've had these a while. I show these, maybe pushing 2 years, Jason, on these. There was 3 director's chairs. One was CNN, one was Showtime, and one was HBO. And we got an offer from a fella who said, I'll take all 3 for the $150 if you give me free shipping. And I asked him where he lived, so we could figure out the shipping. And I think the shipping only came to like maybe $20 maximum. I said, sold. And out the door they went. Now, I did take a few pictures of Dad wrapping these up and boxing them. So if Jason, there we go. There's a start. So you can see what Dad did, Jason. He put all three together and took the shrink wrap.
And the middle one was upside down.
Upside down. And so we started to go around, put them together. And then there we laid it down. And then we fully went around with the shrink wrap. And then finally they end up in the big box. So actually it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. And we had a decent sized box there to put them in. Yeah, if you saw my basement with boxes, oh my. So the chairs, I did spend $15, but I sold them for $150, but I did pay the shipping on that. So still not too bad. Yeah. And then this gentleman had contacted me, and he wanted 2 of my 3XL Hawaiian shirts that had no labels. Remember, Jason, I showed these not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they were, nothing special, but I bought them because of the size. And we all know that the larger sizes sell. And I sold them to him both for $34.95 plus shipping. So I did give him a $5 break on the other. And I did combined shipping, which took that down a few dollars. So he was very happy and just thrilled to death that he found, the larger sizes, because they just don't. And then I'm going to end up on a high note here. Well, I did have good sales this past week. We have had these Sun records since we were kids. I mean, they still, I don't know, Jason, if you can key in on them, they still have Dad's name on them. When we used to put our name on it, and then the little number tag when you had your 45 case and they were by numbers. Probably can't pick that up. Maybe I can. I don't know which ones it's on, Jason. But as you can see, one of the records was painted green on the one side. We do have the main one that I'm sure this what sold this lot was one by Elvis, which was one of his very early Sun record labels, Sun songs. I'm right, you're left, she's gone. So that's the one I featured in my title, Jason, because I figured that's what will draw them in. And then Jerry Lee Lewis, we had Breathless, and Roy Orbison, we had Blue Suede Shoes. Ooby Dooby, and then we did have Carl Perkins with Blue Suede Shoes. So, Jason, I don't think I'd even told you this. We put it up and it sold immediately. I mean, it was, I put them up late at night. The next morning, there it was, sold, gone, poof. So, which is something that we've had for a long time. And I must say, you guys, these records were not in good condition. I mean, the vinyl was pretty worn. We played these boards a lot back in the day. But, they went to some Elvis Presley thing, Jason. I forget what. Some letters that said Elvis, and then it had some letters that Mom didn't recognize. Ooh. So some collectors or some organization, that definitely wanted those. So yeah, so that was a nice sale to end up with. You like it? Like it? All right. Okay. All right. Let's get to the haul stuff. So let me get myself up on the big screen. Okay, where are you here? Oh, come on. Here we go. All right. Okay. I'm going to start with this big one, Jason. Just because of my son's CD webinar, everybody. I came across the John Schneider White Christmas CD. You want to pull that up on Terapeak, Jace?
Yeah.
Okay. And you want me to wait till I tell him how much I paid, or you want me to say that now?
Spelling helps.
Okay. So Jason's going to put this up on the screen, you guys. So I am so excited.
All right, Chad. Who's John Schneider, better known as?
Yeah. Oh, Bo Duke.
I said Chad. Is your name Chad?
Oh,
Since when did your name become Chad?
I missed that.
Jeez.
Sorry.
I know it's the first time we've done a show and all. Come on.
I missed the Chad part.
Oh my God.
As soon as it came out, that I said, oh.
My mom didn't say Bo Duke. All right.
Yeah, sorry. All right. So.
All right. So one sold in October for 26. Actually, we can also sort it by highest to lowest. There we go. So one sold November 15th for 75. One sold November 12th for 60. Oh, the next one's a cassette. That doesn't have any play.
Yep.
The next one's a record. So yeah, so the person who sold the CD at 25 on October 23rd aimed way too low, because they weren't keenly aware, like you are, Ma, that there's this arc as it gets to Christmas time. So it went from $25 October 23rd to $75 November 15th, 4 weeks later.
Yep.
3 weeks later. 3 weeks later.
Right. And the ones that are listed right now on eBay, they're way up there. Somebody's got them one for $259, $149, $142. So, you know, the prices are up there on this. So I paid $1, everybody. So mommy's looking to make some
4 times her norm, $1.
Yep. Okay. Now, this little quarter item, who all knows what this is? There, I'll if you know, Jason, you can answer.
I think it goes on the side of a bowl for chips, and you put a glass thing in it for dip.
That's right. The small little where the dip goes in here, and these two little hooks hook on the big bowl where the chips are. I picked this up the other day at an estate sale, and Dad said, "What the hell is that?" He didn't even remember what it was, and he says, "Why are you buying that?" It was a quarter. Mom paid a quarter. These sell between $15 and $20 just for this piece.
You gotta imagine that little piece gets lost.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Because a lot of times you'll see the sets and they're missing this. So don't pass these up, you guys. I'm going to put mine up for $20 and see what happens. So that's what I did on there. Then I picked up this chalkware Scotty Terrier. I love chalkware, guys. It eventually sells. I did pay $2 for this, guys, and I got them up for $25.
Nice.
Especially being a dog. You know, honey, Scotty dogs sell well. Okay, I only paid. Here's another quarter item of Mom's, but I couldn't pass it up, so it was only a quarter. It's the International Hotel, Las Vegas. You know, ashtray.
Yeah, those. I mean, they're not much because there were so many of them. You know.
Yeah. Maybe up $10, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. These were free, so I took them. You know, I don't pass up swizzle sticks, but look what they are, Jason. Those of you who are familiar with the Rec Bar, Castaways Rec Bar, yeah, and there's a bunch of these in here. And so, you know, swizzles sell. If you want to group them or make a compilation, I've have sold swizzles, you know, regularly, pretty much. Okay, we bought this at this church rummage sale. I love church rummage sales. I can't wait till these get back in high gear. You know, I told Dad, and I have to keep telling your father, don't follow me, go somewhere else. So he went to the right, I went to the left, and he found this General Electric.
Oh, cool.
Solid state record player, you guys. The lady had 5 on it. He got it for 3. And these are selling you guys around $35-40. So that's a pretty nice. And we played it. We played a record on it, and it worked.
That deserves a video. So do it.
Oh yeah. I will. So that works. So that's a good one. And then you did see the toll thing. So you know we found that I paid $2 for mine. Everybody. I mean, I Mom knew as soon as I saw it. I said, "Oh God, let me add it. Let me add it." Okay. Let me add it. Okay. Now this, I don't know if this is going to do well, Jason. It's not a very good rendition, but it was a quarter.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a paint by number, but it's not real well done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for a quarter.
I know. I mean, I could put it up there maybe $20 and you know, see what happens. See if I get a best offer on that or not. I picked up this. I could not find any research on him. This particular gentleman, his last name is Kennedy, N.S. Kennedy.
Is that Hemingway's house?
Yes, it is Hemingway's house.
Bam! Drop the mic. I'm out.
Yep, good. Down in Key West, because if it doesn't sell, Mom's keeping it. You know, it's one of those.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's $12, and it is numbered and signed, Jace. So that's why Mom picked it up.
Point, and I do mean Worth Point this time.
Yeah, Hemingway's Cats, Key West, 846 out of 1,500, and the gentleman's name is N.S. Kennedy. So I'll have to do some more research, and I haven't had the chance.
Worth Point?
Yeah, I did not do Worth Point, and I will. So I will get to that. Now this, I picked this up at Savers the other day. Dad and I ran through, and I mean ran through because we were in a hurry. But look at this nice one. Look, Jace. This is Michigan State University. But Jason, look at how old this one is. This is an older Ray and Spooner label.
Oh yeah, you gonna set it on fire?
Yeah, I know. I'm so burning my hands. Anything in Michigan. But these get the Michigan gets the bigger money. Yeah. So we paid $5 for this, you guys, and I will probably put this up, Jason. I'm going to shoot for 60. What do you think?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, honey. So yeah, so there's that one. Now look at this. Have you ever seen these? This is the first for Mom. This is. I don't think I've had any of these. This is a paint by number on black velvet.
Yeah, I've got a few.
Yeah. So this we paid.
Pretty good too. Whoever did a good job.
Yes, I thought it was quite lovely, and the frame is nice and clean. We did pay $5 for this, and I'm going to put it up for $35 on this one. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, now how's our time doing? Okay, we're not doing bad. Not doing bad. This I picked up because of the label, but I'll be darned if I can find anything. It says Quills, Woolen Market from Ireland, and it's a newsboy hat skimmer, and these get good money. I mean, I only paid, what did I pay on this one? 25 cents. 25 cents. A lot of 25 cents.
1 quarter. 1 quarter.
Yeah, and being from Ireland, you guys, I'm looking, maybe me, I'm going to put up for around $35, Jason, because all thing I saw listed that there were more new were like $60, $70, $80, because it's all wool on top of it, so that makes it really worth it. I picked up this tin for a quarter. I forget what it says on here. It is made in the USA, and I've got this up for $20. And okay, Jason, you ready?
Ba-ba-da-da.
Da-da-da.
Very cool.
You like it? Okay, it's from 1997. It's the Kiss mask. It's still got the little tag on the side of the face there.
Thunder.
I know. So Dad and I stopped in a record store right across from our second city where we go. Isn't that disgusting, though? Oh God. And and we have done this before. We went in to see if there was any music books. They had none. Can you believe it? Not a one. And so we started looking around, and they have a lot of different early stuff of memorabilia. And this was sitting in their case, and they had $25 on it. And so Dad asked, if they could do any better. They will give you a deal if it's a used item. They do not deal on any of their new items. From what they told me. So we got it for $22.50. But Jason, these suckers, I'm going to put him up for $90. They get good money on this particular one.
What year was it?
1997. See what you see. Yeah.
I see only one up right now for $91. So
$91. Okay. So yeah. So that's what Mom's going to be doing there. I thought that might get you excited a little. Okay, we got a big item here. I got two big items to kind of finish off with. Okay, we picked these up at a garage sale, and they are gorgeous. It's a fiberglass and chrome, and they are adjustable. If I can get this into view, you guys, it is a bar stool. Can you see that, Jace?
Yep.
Kind of modernistic looking, with a chrome bottom and the adjustable, piece right here. We paid $10 a piece for these, and we can. Singly, we should be able to get around $40 a piece. Of course, we're going to have to. I think I'll start with local pickup. Well,
start with the app first. Start with OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace.
Well, yeah. I could do that first. I could do that. Yeah. You're right. You're right. I will start with that. All right. You need to talk for a second because I need to get the other one ready. Okay.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Hey, the other one I had to help do research, and it was funny because I was making breakfast. Like the sausage was already sizzling in the pan. I was whipping the eggs up. She FaceTimed me. We had the cable guy fixing our cable. The landscaper showed up. She's like, look this up. So I'm like whipping eggs. Stacy's answering doors everywhere. So I'm glad that I was able to look it up because it was a good purchase based on what they paid, obviously, and what it's going to sell for. Oh, my gosh. And Angela, hey, can you hear me yet? Nope. All right. So, oh, man, I really should. If I wasn't sick, I definitely would have thought of a prank to pull on her.
Okay.
Angela said to sell your page boy cap for higher.
Oh, really? All right. What do you think? What does she think, Angela? Got any suggestions?
But she said go higher.
Higher? Because I was talking, 40? You think maybe more higher? Well, I'll shoot maybe 60.
Yeah.
For that. Okay. A little story before I preview my last item for us, everybody. So we go to this place, and I know I've mentioned it in past times. It's called Second City, where they have items for sale. And every day that it's there, from the day that it comes in, it goes down 1%. So we saw this item hanging in the window, and we looked at the tag, and it's been there for 30 days, and it was a little pricey, but Mom was, maybe we should do this. Well, we go out to the car. Dad says, well, maybe we better think about this. So I said, okay, let me see what I can find. So we started looking up things. I could not find it because I didn't have WordPen on my phone. So I called my son and said, can you look this up for Mom and see if we should buy this or not? And so Jason did. And here we go. This is a beauty. I don't know, Jason, if I can part with it, but if I get the money, I will. All right. Now, how much is showing, honey? Because I can't see what I'm doing.
So back up a smidge.
Okay.
And then hold it up a little higher.
Higher. Okay.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
We proudly pour Margaritaville imported tequila. Now hold it up a little higher so I can see the tequila.
Okay.
Look at that jazzy sign.
Is this not gorgeous or what? So it originally it was marked around $175, and Dad even got another 5% off because he's a veteran, and so we paid $120 for the sign. And doing some research, I mean, there's none up for sale.
Well, it came out in 2000 too.
2000, right.
So there hasn't been any recent solds. There's been a few years since someone sold one of those.
Right. And and the ones that were selling somewhere around in the $200 mark, and I think one was around 400. Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, Jason, if it's that rare. I was thinking putting it up for 400. I don't know if we should go higher.
You start at 500 best offer, and
and go from there. I mean, it's just it. I tell you guys, in the dark, it is gorgeous, just gorgeous, because it constantly changes colors. You know.
Right. So there is when you need.
I did my video already. I've made it.
Yeah.
I did. Mommy made the video, so I got to work on putting all that together.
Do you have any of those like steel drum CDs that play Jimmy Buffett songs?
I might. I can look.
Because what I would do, because if you put a Jimmy Buffett song in there, he is so picky, he might have that yanked.
Right.
But if you had, just by chance, a steel drum version of a Jimmy Buffett song play in the background while you were doing the video, it would just enhance a little more. You just got to make note in your listing that the sign doesn't play any music. But I've done that with a Kiss.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Lava Lamp. I had Detroit Rock City play in the background.
Oh, Ms. Linda says go higher. She says start at 1,000. But there's none out there for sale, and apparently this must have been a goodie. Jason, one guy sold one. Now, where did I see this? Oh, was it Terapeak? I forget where I saw it, but he said it was used at a Jimmy Buffett concert, so he got, I don't know, a few $1,000s for his.
Well, like Buffett had it on stage or something. I mean,
I don't know.
Parking, tailgating at a Buffett concert. It was at a Buffett concert.
Now, Jenny said she started at auction at 500 and ended on a Sunday. And that's not a bad idea, too. Because maybe I will start.
So if you hold that back up, I've said this tip. Is it still there? Is it handy?
The what? The sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right here.
So hold it back up. So I've said this tip before, but since it's right on the front here, so anytime you see a seaplane in anything Margaritaville, that is Jimmy Buffett's seaplane, and it is called Hemisphere Dancer. So as you can see on the sign, that's the name of his seaplane. So anytime you're selling a shirt or a poster or anything that's got a seaplane on it, bonus keywords is Hemisphere Dancer. If it doesn't mean anything to you, that's fine. It means something to parrot heads. Okay?
Oh, definitely. And I mean, not everybody's a Buffett fan, but there's so many Buffett fans out there that I really think I found something good, Jace. I really do. Yeah. But it's, like I say, it's so beautiful. It's hard for me to have to part with it. But if maybe I should start that 500 and let that auction fly.
I would hang it up in the bar and put it up for $1,000. And if someone comes along, then you're like, all right, oh, well, it's worth it.
Yeah. Well, we could start there. We could put it up at 1,000 and see what, see if I get any takers.
Hey, real quick before we end the show, what's your shirt say, Ma?
Oh, Mommy was at the Kelly Clarkson concert here a couple of weeks ago here in Cleveland.
And how old are you about to be?
76 in a month.
76. My mom's still going to concerts. My mom rocks.
Oh, yeah. She was so good. I'm telling you, what I love about Kelly, besides her fabulous voice, and she sounds even better in person, you guys. Terrific. She's so personable and so down to earth. And when I saw her the first time with you, Jace, in Vegas, she came out in her jeans and her T-shirt and her bare feet. And I said, would you look at that? She's just having a good old time. Well, now this time a little bit fancier. She came out in some, good sequin gowns and all that good stuff. But by the third change, she was in the fancy dress with bare feet. I loved it. I just loved it. And I heard she just ended up in Nashville, and her mother-in-law, who's Reba McEntire, came on stage with her and sang 3 songs because that was her last location. So yeah, Kelly was great. Don't miss her if she comes to her back.
Too. So real quick, I should have said this on Thursday. Jimmy Kimmel's in Vegas this week, and Stacey and I got tickets for Tuesday.
Oh,
so obviously it records before it airs. So if by chance we end up sitting someplace where you might see us, I will let everyone know as soon as we're done with the taping, because the taping's at like 5 o'clock. So,
great.
5 o'clock our time. So, I don't know if you'll see us, but we are going to go on a Tuesday night. And real quick, Chris Swanson says, if you get a new CD in the pack but the jewel case is cracked, do you still sell as new, or how would you proceed? Thanks in advance. It kind of depends. If it's a, if it's a $9 CD, there's not going to be really that much concern about any of it. But if it's a really expensive CD, what I would do is sell it with a crack, mention it has a crack, and then when you ship it, as a nice little aside, put a fresh case in with it, wrap it up with a bubble, throw in the case, off it goes. That way the customer, because some customers don't even display them in the cases. They might throw them away. So you also could ask the customer, but I typically just send a fresh case with it, because you're never going to have an unhappy customer that they got a fresh case, ever.
Yeah. Oh, did you see what Ecom Chicago just said about Buffett, Jason?
What?
You cut out. I didn't hear.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jenny said, who are the guests that night? It is James Taylor, who I've never seen a concert, and Tiffany Haddish.
Oh God, I love her.
Well, that should be a good fun show. So
yeah.
All right. Well, that is it. Good. Another episode of Selling Past Their Expiration Date. So no Thrifty Business Week, no Selling Past Their Expiration Date. This will be an off week for both shows, but we will be back the following week. So make sure to put that on your calendar. If you're in Portland and want to take the class on Saturday, reach out to me and I'll get you all set up. If you liked anything that Mom showed in her haul, she'll be happy to sell to you directly.
One sign for $1,000.
Yep. Yeah, you got $1,000. You want that sign? She's up. All right. And with that, we're out of here. So for Selling Past Your Expiration Date, being thrifty over 50, I'm Jay.
I'm Peg. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching.
And we're gone. Bye-bye.
Bye.